Hey guys, so this is the latest in self-defense training system. Knife fighting, how to correctly train with a knife. Now, as it says here, knife fighting isn't fancy, it's not a game of tag, and it certainly isn't a dance. It's up close and personal, it's messy, dirty, and requires some effort. They're not just going to fall over the first time you stick them. This drill from the Self-Defense Training System Elite Membership, and I'll put a link to the Elite Membership down below, and I'll also go over what's included with the Elite Membership down below. So let's have a look at this video. It's about 4 or 5 minutes. Let's see how we go.
I'm Damien Ross of the Self-Defense Company, and we're back in the barn again. Today we're going to work on a little weapons offensive training, specifically the knife or edged weapon, taken directly from Module 9 of the Self-Defense Training System. Show you how we set this little drill up and take it from there. What we're going to be doing is constructing a striking pad for our live blade. It's very similar to what the Japanese would do with their makiwaras when they do tameshigiri, which is test cutting. You want to be able to have something that will give you some resistance and give you a real feel for when you're actually having to use the weapon. So, before the recycling goes out, stack some cardboard up, and you want to make it at least blade depth. This way you can protect your target, and you'll also protect your blade depending on what you have this thing mounted. You have to make this secure enough so it doesn't fall apart when you beat the crap out of it. Alright, now let's go attach our target to our dummy. Alright, so now we got this somewhat securely fastened to our dummy. I happen to run out of tape today, so if this thing goes flying off, don't say I didn't warn you. Whatever weapon you're going to carry, you better practice actually striking a target with it. The people that do all the fancy knife stuff, first off, think about it. When you actually have to do this to another human being, you're not going to be in the frame of mind to be flipping and moving things around. I mean, it's just ridiculous. If you're practicing with a knife and you're playing tag in the gymnasium or you're hitting air, you're not preparing yourself for what's about to happen. I mean, if you're thinking about plunging this into another human body, because that's what we're talking about, besides the blood and the muscle and the tissue, and you're going to get bone, the body's going to actually clamp down on this thing. You're going to have to withdraw it and pull it out. And in order to do some real damage, you got to plunge it into your target. Okay, and there's really only 2 ways you're going to grip the knife, depending on what kind of knife it is, whether it's a push dagger, whether it's got a finger loop. But basically, for a straight blade, you're either going to grab it this way or that way. Anything else, even like a fencing grip, especially if this knife doesn't have a hilt on it. So, you know, here, this hurts your fingers, and your thumb slides right off the blade. So, before you think, if you're thinking about carrying something and you're serious about what you're doing, you better practice. Again, in Module 9, we take you through a variety of drills using this type of setup. Just working with a straight plunge to the midsection, and from the body, we're driving it up. Okay. Real simple, nothing to it, but again, you're driving it in, and then you're going to have to withdraw and pull it out. Alright, start with that. Again, up into the body, pulling out. As always, exercise exercise extreme caution when using these types of techniques. Again, these are for self-defense purposes only and demonstration purposes only. Yeah, we go through this extensively in Module 9, self-defense training system, but seriously, if you are thinking you're an edge weapon aficionado, you better start hitting some targets.
So there's the reality of the training you'll have to do. So yeah, that's from Module 9, I think he said, if I remember rightly. Okay, so let's go down the page here. There's few testimonials. You can I'll put a link to this. I'll put a link to the Elite system below. Introducing the revolutionary, never seen before self-defense training system. Why is it revolutionary? Because it works. No, it's because this was taken from directly from, and bits and pieces added to it, of course, what the commandos used in World War II. So it's close combat with few things added to it, but basically it's that close combat system. So here's some of what you get in the when you go for the Elite system, but there's so many of the other DVDs and things available now. Now you can get certified in this, so you can even, they've just started recently, you can have a lesson on your phone. It costs, I think it's $6.99, and you have a lesson right there on the phone with an instructor. Just get your, your dummy ready or your punching bag, whatever, and go to it. Now, let's get rid of all this. Do you really want to spend your precious time and thousands of dollars to learn martial arts? Good question. I'll let you run through all that. What you can get with the self-defense training system: 400 DVDs, 13 manuals, a library. The support is second to none as far as I'm concerned. I always get a, they always get back to me more or less straight away, certainly within the 24 hours, with certificates of completion. So you can do your certificates, and you can, either leave it there, or the certificates make sure you know what you're doing, but you can use the certificates too to put towards your becoming an instructor too. You can become an instructor with that. With that package, you get a website, you get lifelong support, you get you get access to 8 sources of income streams. Learn to defend and protect yourself, so you keep fit, you earn money if you want, and protect others, and here's a sneak preview of every training system module. So, Module 1, Self-Defense Essentials, you must know. I'll let you read through that. I'll leave a link to this so you can actually go and have a look at these yourself. These are like trailers. Module 2, Advanced Striking, you can learn anywhere. Ground Fighting Secrets. Ruthless Close Range Defense. Escape and Evasion, from multiple attackers. Module 6, Weaponizing Your Body. Yeah, so he goes through all the, how you toughen your body up so you can hit something without, your hand breaking or whatever. That's a thing. This one thing the system doesn't do is punch. That's the other thing. You might do a few little somethings that punch, but it's not actually part of the system, because you punch in a street fight, you're going to break your hand first thing. Now, usually, not always, modern day warrior, weapons defense in the real world, tactical weapon defense. Oh yeah, there is Module 9, so that's some of what's covered in Module 9. Takedown training, crisis situations, old school weapon secrets, quick kills, warning, educational. So there you go, guys, and I'll, Here's how it started. 70 years ago, this form of hand combat was taught to commandos, and special police tactical units were used to defeat the Chinese drug triads in Shanghai, the Nazi war machine in World War II, and served the OSS and then the CIA well in the height of the Cold War. But then what happened was everything got PC, so all the lethal stuff was not allowed to be taught anymore. You don't need to be a black belt. This is coming from Damien has 3 black belts, so you have to ask yourself, why did he choose this? 90% of what you learn in martial arts school has little to zero street value. Now, that's not to say that Damien, obviously he's into martial arts. I think he still does judo and wrestling as well. But he has realised over the years that it's a sport, it's not self-defense. This is the most brutal and effective system on the planet, and I believe it. I'll read that again. The STC is the most brutal and effective system on the planet. I'll let you read through that. I'll leave the links below for this, and for the elite training system. Just as a final note, if you could just subscribe. I do have, you can donate to my Patreon, or I have cryptocurrencies below that you can contribute to, but if you not able to do any of that, just hit that subscribe button. That'll help me out. Also, I'll have links to this. Like I said, I'll have links to this and links to the elite system, but also in the description I have links to a lot of other things that they offer, such as 60 minutes self-defense, which is $20 or something, and basically, you know, if you haven't got the money or the time or whatever to go over all the elite 12 modules, grab that something like the Family Safe DVD or the 60-minute defense DVD, and you'll pretty much be good to go. Once you finish something like that 60-minute self-defense DVD, you'll be 1,000 times better off than not knowing that.